Okay, hello, and yeah, I want to show, I guess, my miniature pile of shame. Oy vey. Alright, well, in this it's not that much. It's Moloch's Mob, the Forest Riders, Spite, Claw Swarm, Ice of the Nine, Inari's Guardians, Founders, Profiteers, and yeah. I'm painting Sarbacks and Git at the moment. I'm soon done with them. Yeah, and then this is Night Vault right here, and I've painted the Stormcast, and the very next creatures that I'm painting are the ghosts. And my ghosts will be like silver, not silver, they'll be like pinkish metallic hues, and on right here is Shadespire, which I have painted. I then have 6 Griffhounds right here. Oh god, unopened, but these are specifically for Warcry actually, because, let me pause. Because, no, I haven't even opened these fucking cards, but I know what's inside these cards. I will be able, by using these cards, to make a warband that's dogs, 1 Stormcast Eternal, which I think I'm gonna use one of these guys, probably, because, I mean, I'll do something with one of these guys. Make him a bit more special, probably this guy. So my Warcry warband, Stormcast that is specifically going to be just dogs, 1 Stormcast, and 3 birds. So, like a Stormcast Eternal and his animals. It's my, I think that sounds fun. Or you could also use one of the Forest Riders, probably the hero Forest Rider right there. Because yes, you know. So there are options for heroes. And then obviously if I won't want to do little bigger games, I could always have 2 Forest Riders, 2, you know, Stormcast along with all these animals. So yeah, that's that. Yeah, and also I got the Daughters of Cain Warcry card pack as well. Because, I mean, I have a decent amount of Daughters of Cain. I haven't painted or built a single one. Yeah. Then in this box right here, Blood Bowl. I've started the painting process on the humans and the orcs. I would say I'm probably like 50% with the humans and maybe 10% with the orcs. Then we have I don't know if I even have this box right here. Dreadball Extreme. I've sold these both of these. I painted them up and sold them. And the only thing that I have left of these are like these special, like not hero units, but you know, these, I guess, what would you call them? Players for hire. And I'm not gonna use them for Dreadball, and I'll probably, you know, I'm just gonna paint them up. I've painted some of them up. I've painted the coach up. And yeah, I painted the coach up, the tree, this guy. Yeah. But they are not a priority at all. So. And then right here, this is Dark Imperium. Specifically the spruce. And I mean, there are, yeah, I think this is Primaris. Yes, Primaris and some Plague Marines. Oh, come on. Yeah, I have that thing to paint. I don't think I painted a single... I have not finished a single one of those things. I painted a bunch of cultists. I converted all the cultists from that. but yeah, we'll see when I finish that. It's not a priority. I mean, for example, this year, my priority for this year is just Shadespire. Just fantasy, not Shadespire, Warhammer Underworlds. Just Warhammer Underworlds. I mean, my plan was to get all of these done this year, which probably not gonna happen. We'll see. Maybe I'll start painting fast as I get through. I think the ghost will be very, very fast to do. Because, let me show you. Yeah, because as you can see right there, these are... Oh, God. These are my gits. And I mean, they're pretty much done. I feel like I'm just gonna do the bases and then, fuck it. That will be it. And obviously some will get a little bit more detailing work. I mean, this guy's flask still needs work. And this guy, which I have converted a little bit, needs some work. As you can see, I cut in the sense that his helmet is down, because normally his helmet is up and I don't like it. And I like how it looks with the helmet down. I probably should have filed away the lower jaw to make it, but who cares. And here's why I think, oh, my elbow. Here's why I think these guys will be pretty fast to do, because I really like how this, come on, please focus. Alright, well, it's not gonna fucking focus. If I use my nose, maybe. Come on, boom. Alright. What am I talking about? Oh yeah. I actually really like how this pink is looking at on them. So I think I'm just gonna do some detail work. Obviously the bases, and I might do their, you know, the non-cloth and all that, you know, like her hands and her face. Maybe I'll paint those in like skeleton colors. I don't think I'm gonna leave them this metallic pink, but we'll see what I'll do. Maybe I'll, yeah, I'm not 100% sure about that, but that's why I think they're gonna be very fast. Yeah, I also have the Renegade, Imperial Knights Renegade to do. I've built like 66% of one of them, and that's it. So yeah, I have that to do as well. Oh god, and yeah, right here. These are a bunch of guardsmen and shit. A bunch of sentinels. An old Penitent engine. Yeah, I'm still like, for example, the reason why my guardsmen at the moment have like a bunch of different colors is because I wanted to do like a multicultural guards army, in the fact that my guards army were supposed to be based off as they travel around, they just pick up whatever is left of other regiments and other armies. It's like, oh, that army, they suffered like 90% casualties. Like, take the remaining 10%, whatever it is. So my army was supposed to be, it doesn't really have a speciality, because it all depends on, well, what units do they have on hand? What units have they just picked up? So it was supposed to be a very disorganized guard army that doesn't work super well. Yeah. And here we have Primaris Marines from Dark Imperium. And yeah, the same here, some Dark Imperium guys. I think these are the Intercessors and those are the Plasma guys. Let's see, what do we have here? Oh yeah, this is Korgus Cole. A corn guy with his little dog. And the chain has broken because the chain is super fragile, and it has broken, I can see that. Probably the weight of these intercessors on top of that probably destroyed it. So I mean, I might remove the chain completely and not have a chain at all, and just let his dog be free like that without the chain to the dog. That's probably what I'll do. This is a Reaper Miniatures Rose Maiden, yeah, that I've stripped. I had painted her a little bit, but I stripped her because I wanted to repaint her, because I actually really like how she looks. Yeah. Alright. And then we have... Well, let's start them down here. Let's see, so that is a Scions Start Collecting set. And then 3 Seraphon Start Collecting sets. Yeah, one of them I have opened. So 2 of them are unopened, one of them is opened. And I've painted a little bit of a Carnosaur on one of them, which I'll show later on because it's not here. Alright, let's see if we can zoom in like this. It's right there, along with the knight I talked about before, with the 66% built. Alright. Yeah, in the KR case, it's where painted things are in there. I think it's mostly guardsmen. Yeah, it's like 20 guardsmen, including like 10 catechans in there, so it's not much. Because I mean, oh god, oh, and here we have some Saurus warriors. And the cultists that I was talking about. Or is it? No, that is a slaughter priest. Oh yeah, and the cultists. Yeah, so Saurus warriors, cultists, and a slaughter priest in here. Alright, wait, is there something else? Nope, it's that. And right here we have Scions and some Chaos Marines from, oh god, not the Dark Imperium, the one before that, the one that had like, as I sold the cultists from that, but I haven't painted. Well, I did paint them, but I then removed the paint, and I'm planning on painting them again, and then sell these guys, these Chaos Chosen. Let's see. Some more guardsmen right here, and as you can see, these are guardsmen that I decided to remove the paint off, because I did not like how I painted them. Which is a... yeah, especially from that era of me. These are orcs from the very first thing that I bought. This was from... oh god, the 5th edition starter set, which is what I started with. And we have some orc knobs from there. I've sold most of those things. I think I sold all Space Marines. I wish I would have kept the first miniature I painted. The first miniature I finished, I still have. But the first miniature I painted, I don't have anymore. And here we have some Scions. And what do we have here? Oh, we have 4 people of a command squad that I painted, and then did not like how I painted them, so I decided to remove the painting scheme. As you can see right there, I really liked how that guy looked with the kneeling, with the power fist up there, like prostrating himself, or you know, like praying to the emperor like that. I liked how that looked. I wonder. Oh, his head is there. All right, so his head is still in here. That's good. But yeah, seeing this shit is like, oh god. Well, I have said it, I'm not gonna buy any shit before I'm done with my backlog, so everything is okay. This might take a couple years, who knows. And in here we have tanks. Now, let's see, I think there is 3 Lehman Russes. I think 3 or 2 Lehman Russes, and no, there's 2 Lehman Russes, oh god, I almost said Rhino, what is it called? A Chimera, and a, oh god, the one that can shoot poison, fire, or a melta, what's it called? Oh god, I don't fucking remember what they're called anymore. I mean, I haven't had a Imperial Guard or Astra Militarum Codex since this one, which I think this was 6th edition, right? I have no idea which edition this is for. But this is the last one. I used to have the one before this one as well. You know what we can do? We can actually check what is that shit called. Yeah, I also have a Yorick that I need to paint. I have an old school painted Yorick, and I have the new one in Finecast that I want to paint as well. Let's see. Oh yeah, here we go. This right here on Engines here was the first miniature I actually finished, which is in there. I might show that off some other time. Let's see. Yeah, I know I have in some boxes there to the left, I have like 3 or 5 heavy weapon squads that need to be painted. Oh yeah, obviously Thor, because in the fuck, what is it called? Oh god, come on. Is it not? Oh, the Hellhounds. So I need to fix up some Hellhounds. You can make Hellhound, Devil Dogs, or Bane Wolves. There's what they're also called. I also have Rogue Riders. Rogue Riders were probably my fucking favorite unit. Every time I played, I had to include at least 5 Rogue Riders. It was just something I had to do. And I often, in a 5-man squad, I often would have 2 of them with flamethrowers. Because it says up to 2 may replace their hunting lance with 1 item. And I always replace it with a flamethrower. Because depending on how many I had, you know, oh man, I fucking love them. I really, really liked Rogue Riders. They never made their points back. Well, that's not true. I would say sometimes they did make the points back, but they were never worth it, I guess. But man, did I love them. I really, really love them. And people would always get, like, when you had those 2 flamethrowers, and they would always be like super surprised when you did that, like counter charge-ish. You run up, you double flame them, because that was when you had those templates, and you would do some decent amount of damage, and then, you know. So it made those Rogue Riders pretty good, like anti-infantry, like weak infantry. They weren't really that good because you lose 2 lances. So they weren't really that good at taking out like big units. like monsters and all that, because you have those 2 less lance attacks, which actually did a decent amount of damage if you manage to hit. Yeah. So that's something I have. Where's my Daughters of Cain box? That is something I'm really what the fuck? Well, right here. So I have this right here, Jesus Christ. This Battletome Seraphon, Starclaw Strike Host. And I have that, Daughters of Cain, Devoted of Marathi. To paint, I also have... let's see, come on. Underneath all this shit, I have Marathi to paint herself. And I have one of these girls to paint. Or 2, I guess. 2 of these girls to paint. One of them came without certain parts. It came like... Apparently, I must guess, like some parts probably fell out during production of that. Must have been. So I got another one. So yeah, that is actually my pile of shame. Because, I mean, I do have these things. Let's go. Open it up. Some orcs. And those, oh yeah, some Warriors of Chaos. Another guardsman, a sergeant, I think, with power fist and a bolter. And those I think 2nd edition grots. But yeah, I have like 50 2nd edition grots and 20 goths as well, somewhere. Oh, and here are the Rogue Riders. They convert. Oh fuck. Oh god, where did the other one go? Oh. Alright, here. Oh yeah. I might base them on round bases. I might get some round bases and do that. Because I mean the Rogue Riders used to be on square base. Oh what? Maximum file size. Okay, well, it's still recording. Yeah, these are converted from Empire Knights, I think. Yeah, Empire Knights. And I mean, it's pretty hard to see now when it's black and all that, but they all have a las gun, and here you can see the flamer guy. Yes, well, a flamer. Let's see. This right here is the sergeant of the squad, and I wanted to show that off with, well, if I can get this chainsword as well. And I don't know if you can see that. Come on, why is it not? I don't know why it's not focusing. Come on. Probably because it's all black, I can't really tell. But they have, you know, Achilles on the horse armor and all that. So there's like Achilles on the horse armor, and yeah. And here's the other flamer. To get those 2 flamers, because those were the only special weapons I cared about. Like, for example, I don't give a fuck about having like I did not care about having like a plasma in my Rogue Rider squad. It's like, no. The Rogue Riders, when they are actually doing shit, then they will be close, right? So there's no point in having a fucking plasma or something. Just give them flamers. And now, I don't even know if Rogue Riders are still in the army. Hopefully, they're still there. I'm guessing if you use like Index, they would be in there. But yeah, I've been out of Maybe that is the 7th edition codex. Ah, fuck it. Yeah, now when I think about it, probably not 6th, maybe that is 7th, because yeah, I've been pretty out of Warhammer 40k ever since 8th edition. Yeah, doing 8th edition I got more into fantasy, high fantasy specifically. And got more into like Age of Sigmar, especially Warhammer Underworlds. I really, really like Warhammer Underworlds as a game. Me and my mom play it. But yeah, oh yeah, also I accidentally closed the video. Oh well. I have a Warcry starter set that I haven't opened. It's still in the shrink wrap. So yeah. So if I start Warcry, I will be having 4 different warbands. 2 Order, 2 Chaos. Well, I guess I could use my Seraphon as well if I just got the cards. But I mean, I will be honest, when I do get around to that and paint them, I will probably sell... Oh, Jesus. Alright, that's a bit too heavy for me. I tried to pull it, I was like, oh god, that's gonna fall if I try. I'm gonna, maybe if I roll it, we might see the other band. Nope, they're just showing this. But I might sell one of the Chaos Warbands after I paint it, or maybe both, we'll see. We'll see how much I enjoy that and all that, but yeah. Thank you for watching, and this was my pile of shame. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I mean, it's still hundreds and hundreds of models, right? But I would guess it's probably around 200 unpainted models. And I do have more unpainted models than painted models with me at the moment. A lot of that has to do with, well, I've sold most of my painted models, you know. So it's not really like a super fair comparison, but here is my Seraphon. My Carnosaur, specifically, that I painted. And yeah, fuck. If I paint those other... How many more is there? Like 3 other Carnosaurs? Will I put this much effort into them? To do like individual scales and everything? Probably. I probably would do it for the big monsters, but I was planning on doing it for the Sauruses as well, but as I was doing it, I was like, oh, fuck that. So the Saurus and the Skinks and all that will be easy. And I think I'm gonna keep like something like that. I think I'm gonna do all their scales are gonna be like green, the underbellies and all that's gonna be red, because what I first did was that I wanted like the big monsters, we're gonna have green scales, red belly, blah blah, and the Sauruses are gonna be red scales, like green belly, with white highlights. No, that did not look good on the Sauruses, I'll be honest. It really did not look good. And the Skinks, I don't know what I was thinking. I didn't have any plans for the Skinks. And also, which is probably something I will do, is that the leaders of my specific Seraphon, they're all going to be albinos. Like, so the old bloods. So the Saurus old blood on this one would be an albino, which is what I'm planning on doing with this specific one. This is gonna become a Saurus old blood on Carnosaur, because I have so many Carnosaurs. I'm gonna do 2 Carnosaurs and 1 Troglodon. Yeah, because I mean there are like those 3 options in the kit, and I'm gonna do that. 1 Saurus old blood, 1 Saurus old blood on Carnosaur, 1 Saurus something on Carnosaur, and then the other 3rd option with the Skink.